Levroni Formula Extreme Nitric Pump Blend, the cleanest and most powerful pre-workout mix available today. Order it now at levroniformula.com.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Kevin Levroni, TLR in the house. We're back from the FIBO. Okay, I have some great footage I want to show you guys. I actually interviewed Rich Gaspar, I interviewed Gary Stride. Gary Stride is going to be doing the Masters coming up in Florida, which is going to be exciting. I mean, the guy really looked like he was in shape already. But I hope you guys enjoyed these videos coming up. I mean, I talked to Flex Wheeler, Sean Ray and I did the play-by-play for Muscle Development, and there's a lot of exciting things going on. The German market really looks strong to me because when I got off the plane in Dusseldorf, every taxi was a Mercedes-Benz, you know, so that was pretty cool. It was great to be back, to see all the fans. I want to say thank you guys for showing up at the booth, at the NutriMinds booth. Peter, thank you so much for having a Levroni formula there. And we also had a presence at the FIBO. So that's what's up, guys. Check out these videos from the FIBO. Back in the gym after this. Hey, guys, this is Kevin Levroni, and we are here in Germany. 2011 FIBO is kicking off today. So I'm going to take you guys inside. Bodybuilding.com is here. There's a lot of people from all over the world that come to the FIBO because it's one of the hugest shows in Europe, one of the biggest trade shows in the world. So you guys are going to really see some good things inside. So follow me on the inside and check this out. That's what's up. Hey, what's up, guys? Kevin Levroni here with Rich Gaspar. We're at the 2011 FIBO. Rich, obviously you've been here several times, right? Now, what's different this year walking around than the previous year?
Well, I've been here for the past 4 years. What's happening is the FIBO continually grows with the supplement companies that are coming here. I came here 3 years ago, and I was one of the few American companies. Now there's more American companies coming to this show. They're finding out that this is an important venue to come to because of customers from all over Europe. I mean, customers come from Europe, from the Middle East, from North Africa, from Egypt, and they're from everywhere here. So this is an important event for the American customers that didn't realize what this show was about. Now there's a lot more coming here. This was like the hidden secret that I knew about, but now everybody knows about it. But, they're running bodybuilding shows. They didn't have bodybuilding shows here. Now you have a pro show. So they keep continually improving, this venue.
Now, Richie, I mean, for all your fans out there, I mean, everybody knows what you've done. Nutrition in your life. I mean, you're actually, you're a leader now in the industry. What about your bodybuilding? I mean, do you miss the stage, or do you think about when you're sitting back and you see those bodybuilders on stage? I mean, what goes through your mind?
First of all, I really respect, the bodybuilders that compete in. Me being a professional bodybuilder was a great part of my life. I enjoyed it, and I think it was one of the best experiences I had in my life. But do I miss going back on stage? I don't really miss going on stage because, your life, you go through transitions in life, and bodybuilding was one part of my life that taught me a lot of things. It taught me discipline. It taught me, persistence, to train harder, positive thinking. And these things that I use with bodybuilding, I use it in business to improve upon that. I still love training. I train 5 days a week. I try to stay in shape as best I can because I enjoy it. I try to eat well. It's my lifestyle. It's something I'll always do. But to compete on stage is not something I ever want to do. But like I said, I do respect it fully, and I still admire. I'm a big fan of all the bodybuilders. Like yourself, when you compete.
Thanks. I mean, Rich Gaspar has done a lot for all of us. He's always raised that bar, whether it's bodybuilding or now into the nutritional industry. So for the guy out there, the kid out there, Richard, is sitting back, looking at your career and what you've accomplished, what would you tell that person as far as what kind of advice would you give them and say, hey, Richie, I want to be like you, I want to do what you've done?
I say take it one step at a time, learn your sport. You want to be able to learn about nutrition, you want to learn about training. The biggest thing is that a lot of kids want to get into there and train, 6 days a week and push to see what the pros are doing. They got to see what's good for their body. They got to, read a lot. What's really good that I didn't have back then was the internet is so amazing, full of information. You get a lot of information on diet, training. You can go on the blogs and talk to people, ask questions. So you can really learn a lot today, more than what I learned. Mine was hit and miss, reading a muscle magazine. Now there's a lot more information out there.
Now, Richie, you actually go on the blog and answer your emails and everything.
I have people that work for me. I do have my own blog that I speak on. But, when you go to GasparriNutrition.com, it's actually a community with people going on there talking about their training problems or their diet problems. We try to answer questions on there. We have Gasparri TV. Gasparri TV has information on, people's training routines, the pros that I sponsor. I give information on ingredients. What I feel I want to be is I want to be a fitness authority to give people information. Not just here's Gasparri Nutrition product, but what does creatine do? What does arginine do? What does citrulline do? And teach this.
All right, guys, this is Kevin Lebrone and Rich Gaspari at the 2011 FIBO in Germany. Lebrone Report. Hey guys, this is Kevin Lebrone. I'm the Lebrone Report. I'm here with Gary Stride. He's a living legend in the sport of bodybuilding. And we're here at the 2011 FIBO in Germany. I saw Gary walk by yesterday, and to see him again today, just running into him, you look phenomenal. What do you, Gary, for all your fans out there, including myself, man, I've always been a fan of yours, and always admired you. And what are you doing to stay in shape? Because that's the big question. Everyone at the 2011 FIBO is talking about Gary Stride. We believe, and people are saying you're going to compete in this Master show coming up. Is it true? Is it not true? What do you look like? You're like ready to walk on stage, man.
Well, basically, first I want to start off. I want to say you're one of my idols myself. You make the bodybuilding of the sport. I think you're the uncrowned Mr. Olympia for sure. And the next thing, well, about the Masters for sure. I'm going to be there at the end of the year if this really materializes. Be the Masters Olympia, so let's see what happens. I'm getting ready for that, I'm preparing for that, I'm training, and at the same time I'm pushing my brand, SPS, the Strider Professional Series supplement, and the clothing line as usual, still staying busy as ever, 51 pushing it, and same as you, staying busy with all these projects, and things are going very well.
Okay.
Thanks, Kev.
So the fans can find you. Where can they find you if they want to send Gary Stride an email or check out your website? Where can they go?
Well, they can go to sbsonline.co.za, or they can just go to my blog or to Facebook. My blog is GaryStradham.com. Or Facebook. I have a lot of fans on Facebook like you do, and you have a blog, and it's so great to connect with the old fans and see everybody here in FIBO. When I saw you, I was like, man, I can't believe it, because I hadn't seen you since back in the day when we were living in LA. I moved from LA now. I live in Thailand. So basically, just living the life,
Great,
living the bodybuilding lifestyle.
You look fantastic, man.
Thanks, Kev.
So many guys want to look like you, man, but it's just. For the guy out there that wants to look like you, the kid that's coming up saying, I want to look like Gary Stride. What kind of advice, Gary? Real quick, because I know you're busy, you got to go. What kind of advice can you give the that kind of a person that says, I want to look like Gary Stride, and what would you say to him?
Well, first I'd emphasize that, bodybuilding is a lifestyle and it's for fitness and health. It's gotten to the point where now it's gotten really crazy with the bodies getting kind of bloated and very oversized, I think, as opposed to, the old school where we had the classic symmetry and the small waist and the defined muscles and stuff. My suggestion would be to anyone starting out would be to develop within his potential and go for a healthy lifestyle and enjoy the sport of bodybuilding as opposed to becoming, a bloated mutant, so to speak. I'm shocked when I see a lot of these physiques of today, just bloated stomachs, the heads and just oversized, size is great, but it's got to still be in proportion with your bone structure, and it's still going to be dry quality muscle as opposed to bloat and water and carbs and, you know, whatever else, you know, whether it be chemicals or whatever. You know, things are going too chemical now as far as I'm concerned. And I think people should start getting back to the old school where they had the classic physiques, the small waists, you know, the physiques like you had. Kevin, you had, you know, man, you were an awesome bodybuilder. I still say one of my favorites, you know. And looking back on the videos and seeing you come out with those triceps and, you know, those hamstrings and stuff, it's just, you know, that's how we remember bodybuilding.
You inspired a lot of that, man. I remember the routine you did at the Olympia. You know, you had these calf delts and then you were ripped, you were shredded. And
that's 88,
Yes, before I even started competing, you know, there's always someone out there, guys, that's going to inspire you. And Gary Stridon was one of the bodybuilders who inspired me. And, you know, it's just an honor to meet you and to see you here today in the shape and condition you're in, man. I want to say thank you, brother. It's always an honor to run into Gary Stridon. And you heard it, guys, from Gary Stridon. We're here at the 2011 FIBO in Germany. And you guys can always find Gary on his blog. So it's Kevin Levrone, Levrone Report with Gary Stridon. We're out of here, baby.
Peace.
Hey, guys, what's up? It's this man standing next to me is Keith Thomas from EST. You guys are very familiar with EST. Certainly my followers are familiar with EST. Keith, you guys have been doing some huge things, man. I mean, you know, now, you know, I'm running into you here at the FIBO. We're just tying things up at the FIBO, man. This is your first time over here at the FIBO. How do you compare this FIBO to what you've seen in the States as far as nutritional products and supplements and what they have to offer? I mean, and then also tell me a little bit about EST, because it's obvious that you guys are really branching out, and your presence and your brand is really growing through Europe.
Thanks, I'm glad you're noticing that. First of all, but I'll go back to, you know, being comparative to the shows back in the U.S. It's very different. I mean, when I first got here, I heard this thing was huge. I guess the direction I'm going is it's a complete range of our lifestyle. You know, sports supplements, bodybuilding, athletes of all sorts. You know, so it's great to see all of that under one roof. Even you and I just hanging out, we bump into a distributor in Iran or India or wherever it may be, Canada, and that's cool. You know, just being able to meet people from all over the world at one location. You know, you don't always have that.
One of the things I also noticed, just so you guys back home know, where you may be reading this, is that it doesn't look like the economy is hurting here in Germany at all. It's like, matter of fact, I got off the plane the other day, and every vehicle that's a taxi is a Mercedes-Benz. You know, every other car is like an Audi, BMW, or Mercedes-Benz. So, and you can definitely see that the Germans over here, they have a strong economy. Going back to the nutrition with EST and everything, I mean, tell us real quick, I mean, when people think of EST, what can they expect to hear? Like, what is EST bringing to the table as far as their brand? And what about the future of EST? And to tell fans out there who's been following you, you know, what you guys got going on.
Efficacy and innovation. You know, I'm not going to put anything out personally that's standing on everything the brand does. Quality ingredients, quality formulas, accurately dosed formulas. I've said it in the past, you know, I'm always looking for that new innovative ingredient. However, if there's not sound data for safety and efficacy on that ingredient, I'm not going to use it. So I'm not looking to follow trends. So if someone has a new trendy ingredient out, EST is not going to follow that. We don't follow trends. I said before, we set trends. That's what we're doing in the industry. And that's really what EST is about. So everyone out there who's using EST has and is planning on it, you can always expect quality. And that's about it. The benchmark right there.
You guys can always find Keith Thomas. Keith answers all of his emails and everything. Just log into www.estnutrition.com. These guys, you also have a Facebook page, which is blowing up. And Keith does all of his formulations, so he's right there one-on-one with EST. So Keith, man, it was great seeing you here at the 2011 FIBO. Are you guys going to be back here next year?
Yes, we will. And the Arnold Classic in the States, as well as the one in Spain.
And they'll be able to, also EST will be at the Europa Pro Show in Orlando. So you guys,
as you will be. So I'll see you again.
All right, guys, that's what's up, man. Keith Thomas.